All right, all right. Nobody's here just yet, but I'm gonna come on here and talk about my day two recap at the Traffic Sales and Profit Conference. Uh, it was a blast. I, to be completely honest with you guys, man, didn't expect it to be like this. I didn't, man. I actually met some really influential people in this space. Let me explain something, man. Like this guy Lamar Tyler is, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I feel as though he's basically rebuilding Black Wall Street, and the way he's doing it is really interesting. Now, I just closed on a house, y'all know that, so I couldn't personally sign up for his mastermind group, but I actually spoke with a number of people in his mastermind group. Now, let me explain how that works. What he does is he has a mastermind group. These are the people that were sitting in front of me, right? Like when you go to the convention, there are people that are sitting in front of you with their laptops, and they're sitting at a table and stuff like that. Everything's set up for them. These are the special places that are set aside for the people in his mastermind group. What makes this interesting the whole time is these people are pretty much highlighted throughout. He has certain people within the mastermind group that are pretty much winning in business. Almost, I'm gonna be honest with you, maybe 70% of those people in. Now we talking maybe, I don't know, man. He got mad, but these are that I saw that were in the mastermind group. Now it costs some money to get in the mastermind group, but he only opens it up once a year. So I wasn't able to get in this year, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you, man, like what I love about this whole situation is this brother is basically created a community, an ecosystem of black people that spend money with each other, and they all doing good, man. Like you got financial planners, you got chefs, you got people that have fashion, different, all of them kind of, work with each other, right? And it's like it's a large, yeah. You even got a filmmaker that was there, like a done filmmaker school, ain't something filmmaker, young black filmmaker school. Um, Man, I mean, I really can't really praise this situation enough, bro. Like it was so much that I learned today. It's really kind of information overload. They still going. They go to 10 o'clock. I'm finna go take my ass home and lay down and just chill. You know what I'm saying? I done soaked up a lot of information. I got a bunch of business cards, talked to a bunch of people. And I'm gonna tell you guys something right now. I'm gonna explain something to you, man. The people that were at this conference, the topic is about the conference pretty much. The people that were at this conference that were really like the gurus, the people, when I say gurus, I mean people, there are people at this conference that if you have an internet business, they can literally take your business to the next level by basically running your Facebook ad campaigns, running your YouTube ad campaigns, and running your LinkedIn ad campaigns. There's a lot of different things. There's one brother, Christian brother, that pretty much talks about praying for your future mate. He did something called talking about challenges. He does 7-day challenges, 3-day challenges, 5-day challenges. He's grown his marketing, his Facebook group to over 80,000. This was years ago, so he probably got over that. Probably millions, probably not a million, but he probably at least in the hundreds of thousands by now. But this brother was making millions of dollars. Him and his wife, they pretty much run this business full time. These are all black people. There wasn't one white person or Hispanic person there. In fact, the lady from what is it, African ancestry, and the brother that founded Urban Intellectuals, they were there. They did a panel discussion, and what made it funny was the whole gist of this conversation was about catering your business to just the black community and trying to reach out to black people, and how we as black people shame people from doing that. We try to talk people out of doing stuff like that, going after the black dollar. We really shame it, and I thought people really leave us hanging on a lot of different issues. You say, especially when you see people with these racially ambiguous, like you have black people that run businesses and they'll get these racially ambiguous models of people, images to promote their businesses because they're afraid to promote black people in their businesses. And so that's what they talked about. They did a panel discussion talking about. I ain't never seen nothing like that. I'm sorry, I haven't. Right? And it was just deep, man. It really just opened up my mind to a lot of different ways. I had a lot of different experiences. I actually paid the brother $100. Let me tell you what they did. They raised 25, roughly probably about $20 for Young Doctors DC, which is organization that goes out and grabs young brothers and puts them in. They actually follow the doctors around. They actually let these brothers watch peep over the shoulders of real live doctors as they're doing operations. These are young black men that's doing this for young brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in awe of that. You know what I'm saying? And then man, you had what's really, let me tell you what's bugged out, man. This messed me up bad. So yesterday I talked to these people for like a few minutes, right? I kind of talked to this guy, and so the next day, his wife stands up and gets on the panel. Not a panel, but she had her own section. She was lecturing. Her name is Cherie, right? Cherise or whatever. She gets up and she talks about her business and stuff. Let me tell you something about black folks. Black people that got money, you would never know who they are. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, because this sister stood up and she runs called Sassy Jones, which is something that they go live on. She goes live on Instagram a lot of times. The sister, man, was standing up talking about how much she grossed and stuff like that. So she said the first year she did the business, she went around doing trade shows. She quit her job. She was making six figures for Verizon. She quit her job, and her husband told her, "Look, in order for you to quit the job, you have to make triple what you made on the salary, right? For me to quit my job and come work with you, right?" And so what happened was, first year she had just had twin boys, but she was out on the road doing a lot of trade shows. She made $1,000, which kind of was equivalent to what she was making for Verizon. And what made it funny, she said she knew she wasn't really built for that because she kept getting fired from these jobs, which a lot of times we as black people we don't have as much room. We'll get terminated fast. I can speak from experience, right? And so what made it funny was, she said she went out and did all these trade shows, and she made, in a matter of 12 months, she only made 110. The next year, she made 330,000, right? Tripled her money, right? And so once she did that, she went and really started. She said, she said she noticed that she had a lot of months, a few months where she really did well and made five figures just in that month. Like she had her first month over $15,000, which is over $10,000. And she made $15,000, over $10,000, because she made $9,000, then she jumped to 15. When she did that, she said, "Man, I can really do this thing with marketing on the internet and really automate this thing and really take off." So she started, she created a culture and started building relationships with her customers and us in a major way, because now she's making, what is she making? Well, let me put it like this. After she made 330 her second year. Third year she made, which was last year, she made 2.6 million. So she went from 330,000 to 2.6 million. Already she's eclipsed what she made last year back in like April. So right now she says she's on pace to make about $7 million this year. 7 million. Okay. Now this is the type of people that I'm seeing at these events, man. Let me tell you guys, if you get a chance, I would go and subscribe to Lamar Tyler's channel. I think he has a channel. I would go anytime he does an event, go. Even if you're not in the industry of dealing with internet marketing, go to this brother's events, because this is one of the rare occasions where you will be able to get around black people who are doing it like that. It's nothing. Let me tell you something. People that weren't on the stage, a lot of those people that wasn't even up on the stage, they probably grossing 180,000, 90,000. You know, they like, man, I'm still growing my business. And from what I'm everybody that was on the stage that was getting awards, there's this one guy, I mentioned him in the video yesterday, Foster. His last name is Foster. That guy, he does a lot of the marketing for people, man. This dude, I don't know what he does, but he's a beast, man. And there are people, because I asked Tyron, whose video I put up earlier today, I asked him, like, man, who do I go to? What do I do? This, that. He was pointing me around, saying, man, I ain't introduced you. He said, man, he said, have I steered you wrong? He said, everybody I introduced you to are heavy hitters. He introduced me to a lot of the people that actually wound up speaking at the event. Let me tell you guys something, man. Like, if you're trying to do a business, even if it's just real estate or whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to do, go to events, man, and talk. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a white or black event. It could be a white event. But I'm going to tell you something. There is something to be said and something to be respected by people who, when you go to these events and you build relationships with people who are financially able to and have already arrived where you're trying to go. Like, if you get around people and you trying to grow a business, and I'm gonna tell you something, I don't give a damn what business you're doing. Go to traffic. I would advise you to go to traffic sales and profit, because I don't give a damn if you selling toys. You could be selling toys, you could be manufacturing, whatever. You need marketing. And I'm sorry if I don't know if the volume was well, because somebody said in my last video that the volume wasn't good on my last video. Let me say this. When you get a chance, go see the last video I put up with Tyron. The brother dropped some major jewels of information that would cost you like thousands of dollars. Like, he was talking about copy. Now, copy is pretty much the writing that you use in your advertisement, in your ads. And people charge 10, 15, 20, 30,000